In the secluded section of Capitol Hospital, Dr. Emily Crane entered a strange patient's room. The patient's name was Robert Johnson, and he was uttering insane things. His eyes gleamed madly, and he muttered deranged words. "A dark shadow is following me," Robert said, trembling. "Have you seen it? Its eyes are watching me, always following me." Emily noticed that his condition was worsening and prepared a sedative injection. However, as she was about to administer the injection, Robert suddenly rose and pointed to the wall. There he screamed, "The darkness! It hungers for me." As Emily looked at where he pointed, she saw a peculiar shadow on the wall. She rubbed her eyes, but the shadow remained. It slowly started to grow and engulf the entire room. Suddenly, a long, bony hand emerged from the shadow. Its grotesque nails were directed towards Robert's neck. Emily, horrified, tried to pull her hand back, but the shadow hand grabbed her and pulled her. As Emily screamed, she disappeared. Hospital staff rushed into the room in a panic. Robert remained only as a dark silhouette and danced around the hospital bed. Eventually, the lights in the room went out, and an incredible coldness filled the air. Everyone in the room was pulled into the shadow and silenced. Robert reappeared, laughing maniacally, his eyes gleaming. "The darkness has swallowed me," he said. "Now it's your turn." Emily was helplessly consumed by the dark shadow and disappeared. The hospital staff shared the same horrific fate. Those who entered the room found only silence and darkness. After that day, the secluded section of Capitol Hospital was abandoned. Those who entered the room never returned, unable to comprehend the power of the shadow. Robert Johnson's bizarre story was quickly forgotten, but those who couldn't forget the room lived with it as a horrifying memory.